Hello, I'm Lenny McGill. Welcome to New Products and Ideas, the program that takes you around the world in search of new inventions, unique ideas, and innovative products, and shows you how to take an invention from concept to the marketplace. Today, you'll see a revolutionary new haircutting invention that is sweeping across the country. How to save hundreds of dollars cash, save time, and have fun doing it. And how to take care of your family's haircutting needs for the rest of your lives, all with one ingenious invention, the Flowbee vacuum haircutting system. It's all coming up right here, right now, on New Products and Ideas. Have you ever had the desire to invent a new product? Well, most of us have, but few can make the claim of actually taking a product to the marketplace and making money with it. This program is dedicated to those inventors and their inventions who have taken that quantum leap towards success. One such man is my guest today, Mr. Rick Hunt, the inventor of the Flowbee vacuum haircutting system. Rick, thanks for joining me. And what is the Flowbee vacuum haircutting system?
Well, Lenny, it's basically a new haircutting system that works with a vacuum that is revolutionizing the way people are getting their hair cut. When you're all done, you don't have a mess. It's very simple to use. Anybody can use it. It's making a mark.
What actually made you think of this invention? What was the spark?
Well, it was my own personal needs. I think that's where all basic inventions come from. Back around 1979 is when I first started thinking about it, because I was very discouraged about the haircuts I was receiving. And my own personal case, I would just get my hair cut shorter than what I would like it to be. And everybody knows maybe a good haircut is 2-3 weeks later. And I thought, if I could just keep the haircut at that length. Of course, everybody would like to keep the hair at an ideal length. And with that, thinking about that and thinking about it, one day I was playing with a vacuum, sucking my hair up, and sparks started to fly, and I got very excited, and I said, this is it. I'm going to invent a machine that will suck the hair up and cut it. And when it cuts it, there won't be any hair that falls on you, and you can set the length and do it yourself.
Okay, so you're 10 years in development, and now you're selling the product. How does it actually work?
Well, this is it. And you can see these blades inside right here. They just go back and forth. And you can see how they cut. They're just like 9 little scissors in there. So it gives you like a scissored cut. And what this does, from watching hairdressers, how they pull the hair up between their fingers and cut it, that's how I designed it. That's where I started my designing, is with this. I thought, boy, if I could cut the hair being sucked up in a vacuum chamber in the configuration and suck up just the same amount of hair that a hairdresser does, and then be able to regulate the length, which I do with these spacers, I could cut my own hair any way I want, anytime I want. To me, that was it. So I devoted about 7 years of my time to develop this product.
Now, you've mentioned the word vacuum. What kind of vacuum are you talking about?
Well, you just hook it up to your vacuum at home. Most people have a vacuum already at home that works great with the system. And you just hook it right up to it, and it sucks it up. And another neat thing is nobody has to argue about who's going to clean up the mess when you're done, because it's already done for you, just as it cuts.
What happens to the hair?
The hair goes into your vacuum. I have people ask me that all the time. Where's the hair going? It's going in your vacuum. Where else do you want it?
What type of people are now using the Flowbee system?
Oh, we have people, all walks of life, that are using it now. I have old people, young people. The market is for everybody that gets their hair cut, and it's going everywhere now.
You know, I remember when I was a kid and my father trying to cut my hair and my brother's hair, and both of us not really being too cooperative. How does the Flowbee work with kids, and can a family save money with the Flowbee system?
Well, absolutely. They can save a lot of money with the Flowbee system. A family of 4 can save $400, $500, $600 a year. But to me, the biggest advantage of the Flowbee haircutting system is the ease of the haircut, where you can do it right in your home. I do mine right in my living room. Anytime I want, no appointment necessary. I get the exact same haircut every time. If I want to alter it a little bit, I can do that too. It does all different types of styled, layered haircuts.
And what about for kids? Is it safe? Is it easy?
Well, yes, it's very safe, because you can see, like, say you want to cut, let's talk about a baby. Now, babies, it's very dangerous to cut their hair because they're always wiggling around like this. Imagine with scissors, you know, you're taking a chance, and you have to hold them still, and it's a real struggle. With the hair cutting system here, they can wiggle around, the hair gets sucked up in there, and it's a very safe way to cut hair, and about 30 to 60 seconds later, your baby is going to have a perfect layered haircut, which is it's humanly impossible to do with scissors.
Okay, we've got a tape of a Flowbee family, and they're out in El Cajon, California.
Yes, that's the Cartmill family. They've had their system for about a year now, and they are very happy with it.
I felt a little hesitant to cut my own hair, like everybody probably does. But I just started off with the attachments and worked my way down to my length I wanted. I wasn't really able to mess it up, and I knew that, so I just worked my way down to, with the attachments, worked my way down to where I was comfortable. And after you do it one time, you can see that you can't really mess up your haircut. If you measure accurately and use your attachments properly, anybody can do it. Mm-hmm. I cut my beard with it. It works real well for a beard.
About a half an inch off at the top.
Just right in the front.
Just right in the front.
It's taught me how to cut hair. I never knew how to cut hair or shape hair before, but the machine has taught me.
The top part.
I'm getting pretty good at it.
You know, then just forward and leave the back by itself.
All right.
The Flowbee haircut is similar to a blow dryer or a curling iron. It's something that everyone should have in the home. And it's easy to cut your hair. Why go to the shop and waste your money when you can do it right out of your own house? And it's easy.
I get to see my family more often, sometimes more often than I'd like. But no, it's good to see everybody, and my friends stop by where, you know, everybody has to get a haircut, so no matter how busy everybody is, they seem to always stop by and see us. The Flowbee is going to change the way people cut their hair in the future. It's too easy, it's too clean, and it's inexpensive, and everybody can do it. And you can cut anybody's hair in your family or friends or relatives or whoever you want. It's not hard at all.
Flowbee, the incredible vacuum hair cutting system. Thousands of units are being sold nationwide because Flowbee really works. Listen to these satisfied Flowbee owners.
Why'd I get it? Because it's a great invention, and I think it'll be time saving and a lot of money savings for the boys' hair that we'll have to cut.
We just cut our hair if we're getting ready to go out and dressed up. We just whip the Flowbee out and give it a quick trim, and there's no mess on our suits or on her dress or anything. No cleanup, you just cut your hair and put it away and you're gone.
All our tools are expensive, and actually the Flowbee is cheaper than most of the others, even our scissors. So I don't think that it's an investment situation at all. If you buy the best tools, as I do, then it's just another one of the best tools, and it's something good to have in your arsenal.
And I get it trimmed about once a month, so this would be a great savings to buy this and just be able to trim it myself. It takes about a minute to do it.
Remember, Flowbee comes complete, ready for you to hook up to your vacuum and start giving great-looking haircuts to your family, friends, and even yourself. Flowbee will last a lifetime and pay for itself in just months. Order your Flowbee now by calling toll-free with your credit card.
Welcome back to New Products and Ideas with today's guest inventor, Mr. Rick Huntz and the Flowbee vacuum hair cutting system. Rick, people really seem to enjoy their Flowbee haircuts, and it looks like it's fairly easy to use. How long does it take to master the Flowbee system?
First haircut, you can master it. It's unlike scissored haircuts where it takes years to master. Steve Cartmill, he's a construction worker. He has no haircutting experience at all. And the first time that he picked up the Flowbee, he gave himself a haircut, and he was just totally amazed. And his wife was so amazed that she had him give her a haircut. Now he does her haircuts. He does his mother's, as you saw. And hey, it doesn't take any time at all. All you have to do is know what length you want your hair to be cut. Snap that length in and cut it.
How does the Flowbee feel on the head, and can you feel your hair being cut?
Well, it feels good on the head for that answer. And no, you cannot really feel the hair being cut because it just sucks it up in there and cuts it off. You don't feel a cutting sensation. You just feel a cool air sensation. It feels great.
And what do you feel? Do you look forward to getting haircuts now, or?
Well, yes, I do look forward to getting my hair cut, as a matter of fact, and I think everybody that owns a Flowbee looks forward to cutting their hair now. It takes the hassle out of having to go and have someone do it for you. You become your own boss, in other words. You don't have to tell someone what to do. You just do it yourself.
It must be really good for maintaining your hairstyle too, right?
Well, that's basically what the Flowbee hair cutting system is for, is to maintain the haircut. Well, if you want to change it a little bit, you can do that too. But you use it on a regular basis every 2-3 weeks, cutting about 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch off at a time. For a hair cutting maintenance tool, that's what it's for.
So I guess it looks like you've really never had a haircut. You just always maintain the same style.
That's what I like about it. I don't like to look like I just got a haircut. I like to look maybe 3-4 weeks after I got my haircut. That's the greatest thing about Flowbee.
How many professionals are using the Flowbee, and what type of results are they achieving?
Well, I have hundreds of professionals across the U.S. that are using it now, and I've been fortunate enough to go into some of their shops and watch what they're doing with it, and it's kind of a mind blower for me because they've taken it a step beyond where I have been doing it with just showing people basic haircuts. They're freehanding it and doing all kinds of wild haircuts that Bob Ellis in San Diego, we got a chance to go in there and see him, and it's amazing to watch him in action.
I've had it about 8 months, and I got introduced to it at a hair show. Rick Hunt's, the inventor, was there and demonstrating it, and it fascinated me, and we talked, and I bought one and started using it in the salon. And it's been great. I think it's the fastest tool that I've ever used to cut hair, and I enjoy that, and it's very accurate, so I don't have to worry about making any errors or not having a clean haircut.
Oh, I think it was wonderful. It really felt like 1,000 little fingers were massaging the back of my head, and I think it looks great.
It's real well made. I haven't had a single problem with it in the 8 months that I've had it, and you can tell just by the weight of it. It's not heavy, but it has that kind of feeling like the weight is all in the right place. It really feels like a quality machine.
Very easy and very clean. I can go party right now without, cleaning.
Every hair designer ought to have one, and if he doesn't have one, then he's limiting himself. And I don't see any reason that one should limit themselves when a tool like this is available.
What do I do when I need a haircut? I do it myself with the Flowbee vacuum hair cutting system.
It's easy. First, I set Flowbee to cut my hair 2 inches long on the top. Then I set the length for 1.5 inches and cut the back and the sides.
And that's all there is to it.
Flowbee cuts from 1/2 inch to 6 inches long, so there's many different styled layered haircuts to choose.
I'm so confident you're going to love my Flowbee hair cutting system like the thousands of people that now use it. It comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee.
Your Flowbee hair cutting system pays for itself in just 10 to 15 haircuts.
To order, have your Visa or MasterCard ready and call this toll-free number right now. The Flowbee comes complete and ready to attach to your vacuum cleaner. You'll get the Flowbee VacuCut and a complete set of spacer attachments to give hundreds of different haircut styles, all for less than the average family spends on haircuts in a few months. It's fun, it's fast, it's easy, it gives professional results, and it can save you thousands of dollars. The Flowbee VacuCut comes with a full money-back guarantee, so order yours now.
What steps were involved in getting from a concept to a prototype to a working, selling Flowbee product?
Well, Lenny, I'd have to say endurance is the most important thing, and believing in yourself. And don't be afraid of people laughing at you, because that's going to happen too. But it took me almost 7 years to get from an idea to an actual working prototype. 7 years. That's a long time of listening to people laugh at you and saying, sure. So you got to believe in yourself. That's the most important thing. And then kind of keep your invention as kind of a hobby type of a thing. And if you look at it that way, you can do it if you keep with your hobby. This is my first working prototype. Now, it's gone through probably 50 major modifications to get it to where I got it to where it actually works. And it has pretty much the same blade design and as my production model, but it's quite a bit heavier. You can see it's handmade. And it's a collector's item to me now. It's my little baby, and there's only one of them in the world.
Does it still work, and how many haircuts do you have with that one?
Oh, this one, it still works, just as good as today when I first put it together. And it's done a lot of haircuts, a lot of haircuts.
Let's compare that with the one that you have now here.
Well, you can see it's pretty much shaped the same way. but this one is quite a bit bigger. I streamlined this one to get the weight out of it, and it's made out of plastic rather than machined out of aluminum. And the blade designs are real close to the same. The other one's a little heavier, bulkier blade design. And this one used the same attachments. The attachments, my original attachments I had with this were handmade, and unfortunately they've been broken up because they were just glued together. So when you're inventing prototypes and stuff, they don't hold up too good a lot of times because they're hand glued and jerry-rigged together.
What kind of maintenance is required to upkeep and to clean the Flowbee system?
Well, there's very little maintenance involved. All you have to do is put a little oil on the blades. As a matter of fact, I'll go ahead and show you how you maintain it. I have some oil here, and this is all you have to do to maintain the system. You just put a little dab of oil on the blades like that. Now it's ready to run right before a haircut. You just turn it on and let it run like this right before a haircut. Now I just maintain my Flowbee.
And how about cleaning the system?
Well, it pretty much cleans itself because it's hooked up to a vacuum and all the hair just gets sucked away. So there isn't any cleaning. It cleans itself. It's self-cleaning, self-sharpening. These blades, this one here has over 3,000 haircuts on it.
Well, you know, I know you're selling these around the country, thousands of them. What comes in the entire Flowbee package? What do you receive?
Well, you get the head here, and you get 7 feet of hose comes with it, that's connected to it. There's a wire that runs up through the hose that powers the motor inside, and then you just comes down and it hooks up to your vacuum at home. We do not sell vacuums. I'm just using the little Eureka Mighty Mites, what I've been using, and it works really well with it. And then you get all the attachments that you see. It goes from 3/4 of an inch right up to 6 inches long, and it comes with a little power supply that plugs in down at the bottom of the hose down here to power the DC motor, which runs the blades.
Now, your hair looks great. I assume you do cut your hair with the Flowbee.
I sure do. Matter of fact, I'd like to go ahead and show you that this system is so simple that a blind person could cut their own hair with a little guidance.
So you can do it without a mirror, you can do it basically anywhere. There's no fuss, no muss, right?
Yeah. Now, I'm using a little Eureka Mighty Mite. It's a 1.5 horses, and I found it's a nice little vacuum for the system. You can, if you have more than a 1.5 horses suction, that's fine. Central system works good. Most vacuums at home work great with it. You just got to make sure you have enough suction. Now, watch this, Lenny. This is what blows people's minds when I take this and I get myself a haircut. I'm about 2 weeks overdue. So watch what I do. I've been waiting for this. I just kind of bounce it up and down, run it around. Now I know that I'm not cutting my hair any shorter than the 2.5-inch spacers that I have set on there. So I don't even have to look. I'm not looking. I can't see what I'm doing.
How often do you cut your hair?
I'm going to get a perfect layered haircut. Well, I generally like to cut my hair about every 2-3 weeks. But I let it go over about maybe a month now, a little over a month, just so I could demonstrate this to you, how easy it is. And it's so easy to do, use it left or right-handed to get the other side. I think I pretty much got that. Now I'm going to take one of these spacers off, and I'm going to do the top. Without even looking. Go like this. Kind of bounce it up and down, keep it wiggling around, a lot of motion. Just sucks it right up in there and cuts it. Hairdressers see this, and their eyeballs bug out of their heads. Because they go, boy, he's doing exactly what I do, but it takes a lot of skill. And it doesn't take any skill to do it now.
And certainly it doesn't take a lot of time.
Well, it takes me usually about 5 minutes to give myself a good trim up. Just to bounce this around real good, make sure I get it all. Just keep bouncing up and down. Is it looking like it's getting a little shorter now?
Yeah, it sure does. And there's no hair anywhere on your shoulders or on your hair at all.
100% of the hair gets sucked right into the vacuum. 100%. How's it looking?
Looks good.
Am I getting there? Let me see. Worst I can do is miss a spot.
How many haircuts can you expect to get from one Flowbee?
Well, this one has over 3,000 haircuts on it. Over 3,000. Now let me do the sides. Take a spacer out. When you do the sides a little shorter than the top, you keep this straight up and down like this, so the top will blend in with the sides. People ask, how do you blend shorter in with longer? Well, you do it simply by keeping it straight up and down, like this. How's it looking? Then I go like this, and I blend it in with the longer hair in the back. The worst I could have done is left the spot long. I'll look in the mirror when I'm done, and I can fix it. And I have the perfect haircut just the way I like it every time. Now I'll do the other side. The neat thing about this is different than scissors. When I do the other side, what's going to happen? They're going to be exactly the same. That's almost humanly impossible to do with scissors. And I've seen a lot of haircuts done with scissors. And I never see them that are exactly the same. They're always a little different. That's just because of human error.
What do people think about the whole Flowbee system? What are they, are they amazed? Are they shocked?
I have people that are so amazed. I get letters from people that cut their hair for the first time, how they're so amazed that they were able to do it. It's the way of the future, and this is it.
Well, I know that you travel around trade shows and fairs all over the country. What kind of response do you get at these shows?
Amazement. Total amazement. People, I hear it all the time. I don't believe it. How did you do it? That's amazing. It's wonderful. It's to me, I just get shivers up my spine every time I see it. And it happens every time somebody walks by. I go like this. Hey, give yourself a haircut. I go, right, buddy. They take a look at it. They're a little leery in the beginning. As soon as they start catching on, they say, that's amazing. That's fantastic. We're selling hundreds of them.
Okay, we've got a tape of Rick Huntz at a recent trade show in Anaheim, California.
All right, for curly hair, all you got to do is spray a little water on it. You can cut it wet or dry, it doesn't matter. Let's see. All right, there's about 1/4 of an inch.
I like it. It cut it nice and even. I like it. Didn't get any hair down my back. I'm going to get me one and say goodbye to Supercuts.
There we go.
It came out perfect. The machine allows you to cut just so much. It's like a safety device so you don't overcut your hair. So he cut it twice, 1/4 inch each time, and it was just the perfect amount. He cut it 1/4 inch the first time, and I thought it could go a little bit shorter, so he did it again. And it came out perfect. What do you think of the style? Great.
And you just suck it up in there and cuts it. Whatever length you set these spacers at, you can't go any shorter. Very simple to operate. You can see how much skill this takes. As your hair curls up a little back here.
Well, I have very difficult hair to cut. It's very fine. A mistake screws it up forever. And there's no mistakes with this thing. It's great technology. I wish I had it.
Painless, right?
It's painless.
Fabulous, painless, and very quick.
Well, I'm very impressed. I can't imagine how it works, but it was a beautiful haircut.
Fast, easy, and clean. Go a little shorter on top?
Yeah.
A little shorter? Now, to get this out in here, you just put more of these spacers in.
Flowbee, the incredible vacuum hair cutting system. Thousands of units are being sold nationwide because Flowbee really works. Listen to these satisfied Flowbee owners.
Why'd I get it? Because it's a great invention, and I think it'll be time saving and a lot of money savings for the boys' hair that we'll have to cut.
We just cut our hair. If we're getting ready to go out and dressed up, we just whip the Flowbee out and give it a quick trim, and there's no mess on our suits or on her dress or anything. No cleanup. You just cut your hair and put it away, and you're gone.
All our tools are expensive, and actually the Flowbee is cheaper than most of the others, even our scissors. So I don't think that it's an investment situation at all. If you buy the best tools, as I do, then it's just another one of the best tools, and it's something good to have in your arsenal.
And I get it trimmed about once a month, so this would be a great savings. To buy this and just be able to trim it myself takes about a minute to do it.
Remember, Flowbee comes complete, ready for you to hook up to your vacuum and start giving great-looking haircuts to your family, friends, and even yourself. Flowbee will last a lifetime and pay for itself in just months. Order your Flowbee now by calling toll-free with your credit card.
Welcome back to the program that highlights inventors and their inventions, new products and ideas. I'm Lenny McGill, and our special guest inventor today is Mr. Rick Huntz with the Flowbee vacuum hair cutting system. Rick, we've seen that people can save money with the Flowbee system, they can save time with the Flowbee, and they can maintain a consistent looking haircut. What are some of the other advantages and uses of the Flowbee system?
Well, other uses, looking at marketing, we have, since you saw how clean it is, 100% of the hair that gets cut it opens up a whole new market that was not open before, and it's nursing homes, bedridden people, hospitals, just for humanitarian reasons. You know, they should be used in places like that, because you know how aggravating it is to have hair down your neck. Imagine someone in a bed. That's one of the aspects. We have the military looking at it. This thing could be on every ship, in every barracks. I have a lady that's cutting her sheepdog with it. I mean, that's, you know, another little niche in the market where this is going to be going. We have big plans for it, and a really fun, exciting thing to me is watching it when it's going to go into outer space. I mean, we're going to have a space station, and now they can cut hair in outer space. They couldn't do that before.
What are some of the future plans for the Flowbee product line?
Well, we have other attachments on the drawing board. I have one that will be used for afro hair. Right now, it doesn't work with afro hair. It doesn't suck up. I am coming up with some attachments to be able to shape afro hair. I always hear the complaint from ladies that have real long hair. How do you cut my hair? And right now, you can't really do it with the Flowbee, but their main complaint is they can never get it cut straight. And I have an attachment on the drawing board that makes it very simple to cut real long hair straight across the bottom. I do have a trimmer attachment we'll be coming out with, and everybody that buys them will be on our mailing list for all the future attachments that we come out with.
Okay, where can our interested viewers purchase a Flowbee system?
Well, right now, the only place they can buy it is directly from me, with the 800 number that you've shown several times. Besides that, I am setting up some marketing across the U.S. and, for that matter, the world, and I'm going to be licensing companies in each country for the marketing there. But right now, the only place I can get it is from me.
Is there a guarantee or a warranty to cover the Flowbee purchase?
Absolutely. If you're not totally satisfied, 30 days after you own your Flowbee and you've tried it out, send it back for 100% refund. And it also comes with a 2-year parts and labor warranty.
Rick Huntz, you've done an amazing thing. You've taken an idea and made it into a living, growing, money-making business. I congratulate you and your success. Now, you know, I'm so impressed with your invention that I'd like you to give me a trim right up here on the top, okay?
Sure.
And in the meantime, I'd like to remind our viewers that you can receive a Flowbee haircutting system for your family, for your friends, and for yourself by calling the 800 number on the screen. I'm Lenny McGill. Thanks for watching this edition of New Products and Ideas. Wow, it feels good. I like it. Yeah.
Even better.